Welcome, and I sure do appreciate it because everybody's important around this state. It's just not the metropolitan area people, it's everywhere. You know, Jane, she travels around with me. This is my wife, Jane, and we actually, heck, I bought a bus, and we're traveling around from county to county, and we want to talk to everybody because that's what it's going to take to win this seat. And there's many issues around this great state that people are worried about. That, you know, the folks in Columbus they're not paying attention. They live in their bubbles and they're not getting out and talking to the people. It surprises me that when I hear some of the politicians and they get up and speak, that they're not speaking about hot button issues. Hot button issues, just like Representative Stewart. I've called his office twice in the last few months and no return phone call because I wanted to know where he sat on HB 248. You know, people are going to lose their jobs. I protested with healthcare workers in Miamisburg, down by Kettering. Over 1,000 nurses and doctors. They're going to walk off their job because of a mandatory vaccine. But folks like Representative Stewart, that's on the health committee, he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care if they lose their jobs. What about the big storm that's brewing? The big storm that's brewing is when these people lose their jobs, how many people are going to die? A lot. People are going to die because of the mismanagement and the pay to play. If you go to Representative Stewart's campaign finance page, I'll bet you find some money from the medical organizations. That's the politics we live in today. And I'm done. You know, why would a farmer like me with a successful business walk off my farm and jump into the biggest hornet's nest there is in this state? Why? Because I see the writing on the wall. This state's a mess. And we need people to stand up for the people. The people. You know, I go around. We've been on to just about all 88 counties. And I want to hear people. I want to know their struggles. I want to know what they're thinking about. I want to know every day that, you know, when they get up, what do they have to worry about? Because our representatives are not representing. That's what we hire them for. And whatever happened to God? Whatever happened to God, family, country? That's what this country was built on. And if we lose sight of God, we're not going to be successful. If we lose sight of God, guess what? We're in the mess we're in today. You know, and I know, talking to many folks around this state, that they feel the exact same way as me. That's why I'm getting so much traction all over this state. And the establishment's scared because they see the traction I'm getting. I never wanted to be governor of this state. Heck no, I like being a farmer. I like feeding cows. What the heck do I want to go to Columbus for? Dealing with all the corruptness and the backyard deals and all, it's just evilness. And why would I want to jump into that? Because I love people. I want to stand for the people. I want to work for the people. I want to bring the power back to the people where it's been stolen from. Amen. You know, we need to hold our representatives' feet to the fire. You know, I go around the state and many constituents, they don't even know who the representatives are. And how do you hold them accountable if you don't even know who they are? You have to know who they are. And you need to know what they're working on in Columbus. You know, they go down to Columbus and they're hoping, they're praying that you forget all about them. They're hoping that you don't know anything about what happens in Columbus. And I'm just telling you, a majority of people don't. They don't know how a bill is introduced into committee. They don't know how it gets through the House and goes over to the Senate and goes to the governor and becomes law. They have no clue. Well, shame on us. We need to know. It's time. Folks, we have 1 foot down that communist path. And if we don't rise up and fight and take our country back and take our state back, we're doomed. And the bad thing about this is who are we failing? We're failing our children. We're failing our grandchildren. I'm not ready to do that. I was born in this state. I was raised in this state, and it's worth fighting for. And if we don't fight for our state and our country, my gosh, who are we? Are we Americans or not? Amen. It's time to fight. It's time to stand up and take our state back. We need to make sure, and it's a priority right now. You see what's going on in Washington. You know, we need a gatekeeper here in this state. Somebody like Governor DeSantis, Governor Noam. They're fighting for their people. Does DeWine fight for us? Heck no. He doesn't do anything. He's a little tyrant. He single-handedly was the biggest destruction of this state last year. He picked winners and losers. He held up big corporations. They had record profits last year while mom and pop shops closed down, and many of those mom and pop shops will never open again. The guy has never ran a private business in his life. He has squandered billions of dollars in unemployment fraudulent claims, and nobody's holding him accountable. Do you think we're going to get that money back? Absolutely not. If he can't run a business, if he's never been in business, how can he run a business? And Ohio's just a big business. So we need to start running this state just like we do a business. And if we don't, we're going to be bankrupt. Or the politicians are just going to come back to us and say, well, we need more money. You know, we're one of the most heavily taxed states in the country. The country. Do you think it's friendly to do business in this state? I'm in business. We rank 45th in the country. But they keep wanting more money and more money. Oh, well, we saved you a few pennies. You know what? Sir, no disrespect to you, but I look in my wallet, I don't see no more money. I employ 70-something people, and I don't have no more money in my pocket.
3% more, my friend.
Well, you should come and look at my books. Look at the regulation that we have to deal with.
I would love to.
Yeah. You know, we have to turn this. We don't need a little bit of change. We need a big change. Big. Big. We need to break the mold of politics in Ohio and make big change. You know, I'm not going down there to be a career politician. It's not my plan. My plan is to go down there, stir the mess up, help people, and go back to my farm and feed cows. That's what all these politicians should be doing. This shouldn't be a career job. This should be a 1-2 term job. You know, our founding fathers, they did their job, they went back home. That's what it needs to be. So I'm asking all you folks down here in Hocking County, I need your support. I need your support to take this state back over, and I promise you, I'll do everything using every skill set that God give me to bring the power back to every single one of you. Thank you.